Well, g'day everybody, and welcome to the Paris Insider, where we're bringing you all the action from Paris, because this is the first time Paris has actually staged a Paralympic Games. And we're now into day 8 with 5 days of competition to go. Now, these games have been staged over 23 sports, with over 549 events being contested for gold, silver and bronze. Now, Australia has sent a team of 160 champion athletes representing us across 17 of the 23 sports. Australia is currently in 9th place on the medal tally. An enormous effort so far, and more gold, silver and bronze to come. So at the moment we've got 11 gold, 12 silver and 18 bronze medals. We've also enjoyed watching the games, and I'm so inspired by the courage, bravery and the unbelievable skill set on display across all the sports that are coming to us live on our TV. Now, I wanted to share 3 incredible stories from Paris that have left a real mark on me, and I encourage you all to find these performances online and read about the athletes in these stories and dive into the inspo as well. It'll be worth it. And the first one I want to talk about is a blind long jumper named Aurora Dide of Italy. Now, long jumping, it's staged with an athlete running down the track, just like in the long jump, and towards the pit. Now, they're completely blind. They have a blindfold on, and a guide yells out directions and timings as the athletes approach the pit, ready to jump. Now, Aurora, she wore a beautiful butterfly-shaped blindfold. Super stylish, of course. She's Italian. Now, the trust between the athlete and the guide is absolutely incredible. Like, you think about that. As the long jumpers rely on the guides to provide them with the audio cues as they approach the takeoff board, and then they take flight, going for glory. Now, Aurora said, "It was challenging to accept myself as a young person to be able to make others aware that disability should not be considered a shame. We all have the right to live with dignity and follow our passions," Aurora says. Now, her family moved to Italy from Albania when Aurora was a very, very small child. And in her new country, she took up the long jump. And she says, I got started to be more independent and get used to living with my conditions. I'm now not afraid to do anything, and I move towards everything in life without any problems. So a salute to Day and all the blindfolded long jumpers, high jumpers and their guides for showing us the power of belief, trust and cooperation. An awesome story. What about the amazing skills from the first-time Olympian 17-year-old Indian para-archer, Shetil Devi, the first and only female para-archer to shoot without arms at a Paralympics. That's right, no arms. Shetil was born and raised in Jammu and Kashmir with a condition called phocomelia, which led to her being born without any arms. Her coaches based her style in archery on American Paralympics legend Matt Stutzman, who also was armless and used his legs to do the archery. So Shetil says, from being laughed at to wearing the Indian jersey, my story is about ignoring negativity and focusing on the bullseye. She put that on social media. Shetil Devi, legend. And the last story I want to talk about is Aussie swimmer Thomas Gallagher, who kicked off the Paralympics in 2024 for Australia with a bang, claiming our first gold medal in the men's 50 metres freestyle S10 event. Now, standing at the top of the podium was an incredible victory for our 25-year-old Thomas, who had a much rougher run back at the 2020 Para Games in Tokyo. Because although he won a bronze medal back in Tokyo, medical issues straight after the race resulted in Thomas Gallagher missing out on his moment on the podium to collect his bronze medal. So Thomas says, being the first gold medal of the comp means so much to me, he said on ABC. In Tokyo, I was a different athlete. I had a lot of medical issues in my pancreas. So after the 400 metres freestyle that he swam in Tokyo, I ended up in hospital for about a month and almost died. I luckily had surgeries a few years ago. Now that's fixed it all, and I've managed to turn myself into a sprinter. Now, pancreatitis is extremely painful, Thomas says. My heart rate went up to about 240 beats per minute, and all my internal organs started to shut down. I wasn't able to go on the podium that night, but tonight, winning gold makes up for it. What a story. Thomas Gallagher, look him up, full of inspiration. Other inspirational Aussie gold stories They've been awesome over the last 8 days of competition. We had James Turner on the track. We had Lauren Parker in triathlon. Amazing. We had our cyclists, Amanda Reid, Corey Boddington and Emily Petricola winning on the velodrome. Our table tennis stars, Lynn Na Lei and Quinn Yang, won gold. And all these gold medalists were standing on the top of the podium in the Paralympics wearing the green and gold. So well done, team. So that gives you 3 inspirational stories. We're 9th on the medal count. Can we meet more? With only 4 days left in the games, can we keep climbing the medal tally, Australia, with the extraordinary courage and bravery and great performances we've seen so far? So tune in to all the action in Paris when you can to be inspired, and we'll see you next time on the Paris Insider.